De Grandhomme mounts rescue for Hampshire. It's tight at the top of Group 2. Somerset hold top position, but Hampshire are just 11 points behind. A return to the LV County Championship, a welcome one, after a difficult time of it in the Vitality Blast. Their opponent Surrey would hope to carry their limited overs form into the 4-day game. Weatherly and Allsop got Hampshire off to a solid, if slow, start, watchful in their approach early on. But the peace would be broken by Jordan Clark. Weatherly nicked off, and Surrey with the first blow. Holland wouldn't be so easily removed. He and Allsop set about repairing the early damage, and they looked solid. They took their side to 50 runs, off a little more than 20 overs. The second wicket partnership were putting on a solid performance for Hampshire, and by the time they'd reached the lunch interval, the score was an improved 62 for 1. The pair found their way to a 50-run partnership after the break, the innings now looking up and running in earnest with a spot of lunch in their bellies. Holland had a reprieve on 28, caught at slip off a no ball, fortune with the hosts for the time being. Allsop though wouldn't be so lucky, caught behind for 29 off the bowling of Jordan Clark. Gubbins picked up the baton from his departing colleague and began to build another partnership. This one took Hampshire to 100 runs and frustrated Surrey somewhat. But he wouldn't get too far. 17 runs the sum of his contribution when Overton had him caught behind. Holland was Hampshire's leading light so far, and his innings came with the reward of a 50, ticked off with his 6th boundary, this one off Overton. The landmark total reached off 110 balls. But once again, he'd lost a partner. Vince out LBW to Ricky Clark, the hosts now starting to dip their toes into some hot water. Colin de Grandhomme helped his side past 150 runs, but Surrey struck again soon after, and it was the big wicket they'd been hunting. No luck this time for Holland. McManus stuck with the New Zealand all-rounder, who was mounting a fight back for Hampshire, and the pair held firm. The visitors denied further inroads in the overs before tea. De Grandhomme sealed a batting bonus point for Hampshire just before the interval. 200 runs on the board, and the hosts had clawed their way back into contention. He'd have to make do with batting with a lower order after tea, when McManus was removed by Jordan Clark, caught behind for 24. While de Grandhomme was batting well and giving his side some hope, he once again had to watch on powerless, as another partner fell. Barker out for a duck, caught by Patel off Clark. With his score closing in on 50, de Grandhomme slowed, keenly aware of his position as the last real line of resistance before the bowlers were required. He inched his way towards the landmark total, but rain began to tumble, with him on 48, and the score 229 for 7. The weather stubbornly stuck around, no more play possible on the south coast, and a delicately poised day brought to a close. The hosts will return to the middle with hopes resting on the broad shoulders of de Grandhomme, who will no doubt have a sleepless night ahead. Just 2 more runs needed for his first LV County Championship 50.